This is a Farmall A 1940 with a 60-inch Woods belly mower, and we're going to work on some of the electrical issues that have cropped up, and I'll show you that now. So what we have here is the electrical panel and control for the Farmall, and in the ammeter here we have two wires that are meant to come to it, and they are meant to be insulated from this clip which is grounded to the frame of the tractor. So what happened here over time is these old insulating washers have melted or worn away or dissolved with age. You can just see that coming right off there, and it's pretty much useless. So we're going to put in some new wires. This requires 10 gauge wiring. Put on new crimp-on connectors here, run the wires where they belong, and see if it works just a little bit better, and put in some new insulating washers. These are the insulating washers I was able to find. They're basically just neoprene type washers, basically some form of plastic. And so we're going to try these on here and see if they help. I don't know if they'll wear away with age or not, but it's worth a shot. Plus they're just what I could find, so it's a start. Sometimes you just have to go with what you can find at the store and go from there. Fits on there pretty tidily, and then we have a metal washer to go on top of that as well. Pop all that down there together. Actually, I'm doing this rather stupidly because this wire has to come up through a rubber boot in the bottom of the electrical box. So we might as well route it the correct way right away so that we don't have to do that over. Lose the washer. Let's route this wire. The wire in question that we're replacing right now runs along to the voltage regulator. So we're going to replace that, get it cut to length so it doesn't hang off here the way it does, and get that looking very tidy, hopefully. Made it here, we can estimate how much wire we need. I feel like there ought to be another wire holder here, but it doesn't seem to be. And a little bit long, but it's okay. That really tight. screw's probably been fastened there so long it doesn't want to come out anymore. There it goes. So now we're done with this wire, which is currently taped to that other wire. We'll just go with it. You see here, with all the aging and corrosion, I want to clean that up just a little bit, just to make it that much better. Doesn't take much, just a little 600 grit sandpaper there to clean up that connection. Expose the bare metal. Obviously somebody's oversprayed on this tractor over the years. Not me, I take the parts off before I paint them. I also have this piece here. Just give it a little once over with some sandpaper. Just to clean it up. Oops. Okay, we probably didn't want to do that. So shorts are very bad things. And battery is technically still hooked up to this thing. There we are. Disconnected on this end. It's going to take a bigger nut on the other. What I ought to do, and I don't know if it makes a difference or not, maybe you can tell me, put some ox guard on all these connections so that they free us up from any oxidation or any other problems like that. This is pretty cool. The starting switch is built right into this. So it's a pretty robust arrangement. It's all mechanical. You just push the rod forward. It shoves that down there. It's all leverage. And works out pretty well. I like it better than the relays that we had on the Farmall H from 1947. That had a relay that would tend to get very hot, and oops. Okay. Not too anxious about the battery, anyways. But rule number one: disconnect your battery. Actually, I have a battery disconnect switch of some sort on this thing. I don't really know how it works. So we should be able to get that right off there. Take the washer off. A couple washers here. Take this off. Now that should be dead, but it is a positive ground system. So what we're going to do, probably buy a new battery cable at some point here. And there's our bad wire. We're going to go through with a small brush, clean that up, make sure everything's real clean and bright there, so before we go putting anything more together. Coming in, we're going to brush out this connection here. Brighten that up. Got some of this pump spray deoxidizing chemical here and a little wire brush. clean that all up, get it real good. As I recall, that's a copper threaded bolt there, so we want to make sure it's good and clean. Okay, finally found a useful crimp-on that will fit over the connector. Ready to keep going now. This is another case where I want to use some sandpaper to clean off these various washers and things, make sure they're very clean and in good shape before we put it all back together. I decided to actually put on some of this ox guard material to see if that will help us keep from corrosion. I don't know if it's necessary, but I'll give it a try. I'll try anything once. So now we have these new plastic washers in place on both, insulating them from the actual frame. So that should keep anything from shorting out and causing damage to the rest of the electrical system, either to the voltage regulator or to the battery. Next time we'll be looking at the light switch here. As you can see, the little resistor for the low light mode is broken. Just wire hanging there. And so we've got to put all that back together and get the lights working